Okay, we are live. Yes, we are. Welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Dave, and fun to be here with you on another live stream. Tell me if I hope my mic is working. Is my mic coming through? I hope it is. I think it should be. Can you hear me? Let's see. Test. Maybe. Hope it's working okay. Let's see. This is okay. We're gonna go with it. I hope it's on. Can you guys hear me? Test. Give me a thumbs up or something if you know if you can hear me. If you can hear me. Okay, good. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate that. Okay, so here we are. I gotta tell you, Sunday evening when we did that, like it went for like 1 hour. I don't know about you all. I had a great time. And now it's Wednesday, and I'm back for more. I can't promise an hour today, but I can promise giving you some time for sure because I've got an idea. I want to wait for a couple more people to come on till I tell you this idea. Um, and I want to just mention really briefly. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a sad day right here in my state. There was just a political assassination that took place like 30 minutes from my house here, and no matter what side anyone is on, violence like that is never the answer. And I just we should all be better people. And I think if more people used magic mushrooms, I think this would be a much safer place. Eric. Yeah, it happened basically 30 minutes away from. I live south of Salt Lake City, so this happened about 30 minutes away from my house, and it's just I don't know what this world is coming to. I don't know what this country is coming to, and you know that I never make my show here political, but when somebody is assassinated for political reasons, especially right in my backyard, I mean, how could I not even just mention it? So we don't have to talk about it. It's very sad. I want to get on with my idea though. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. If you're brand new here, introduce yourself in the chat. And also, I got a message here to welcome Martin Patton, supporter tier. Wow, that's really cool. Thank you, Martin. Greatly appreciated. Wow. So I was listening. I don't know. I was actually watching. I was watching a live stream just earlier today. This guy that I really like. He's a podcaster, and he's kind of taken a step back from like real podcasting. He just kind of does this open show now on YouTube and Zoom, kind of simultaneously. And he basically just invites anybody on, and they talk with him. And sometimes he has. I might have mentioned this last time. Sometimes he has nobody, and he just sits there for like hours waiting for somebody to come on. And this guy's been a very successful podcaster, very successful, but now he's more laid back and he doesn't get as much traffic, and that's kind of fine. He's doing exactly what he wants to do, in life. So he said that a few years back he had this idea. He goes to San Diego once a year to speak at some conference. I don't know. It might have been a podcasting conference. I'm not sure what it was. He loves the San Diego Zoo. He said when he travels to San Diego to speak, he marks a full day off of his calendar, either the day before he speaks or the day after he speaks, and he stays there and he goes to the San Diego Zoo and walks around for 8 hours. And he just loves it. There's something about the San Diego Zoo that he just loves, and he spends the entire day there. So what he did, he threw this idea out to his audience for a certain amount of money. I won't even mention the amount. It was a lot. It was a lot of money. For a certain amount of money, you can hang with me for a full day at the San Diego Zoo while I'm doing this, and we can talk about anything you want. I'll help you with your life. I'll listen to you. You tell me anything confidential as we're walking around the San Diego Zoo, and you get to do this for 8 hours. And again, he charged a good sum of money for this, a lot. I would say a lot. And he said he very quickly had somebody take him up on this. And they didn't even live in San Diego. They actually not only paid him his fee, but they got on a plane and flew to San Diego to spend a day at the zoo with this podcaster who is a very smart, intuitive human being who I think can help a lot of people. I thought it was really cool. So of course, with my brain, my mind, I start thinking, how can I do something similar? I mean, I'm not like a zoo person. I don't know if I could hang around a zoo for 8 hours. I don't know if I could do that. But hey, Paul, how you doing? Welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Really, that means a lot. But I had this idea. Now, I want to share this with you. I'm going to back. Oh, I wish I would have brought the little figurine down to my studio here. I don't have it right in front of me. As some of you might know, I saw the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere in Las Vegas last week. It was, hey, PBS, what's going? Good to have our family here together. Yeah, this is great. It was the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere was a phenomenal production. I've been a fan of the Wizard of Oz, been one of my favorite movies ever since the time I was probably under 10 years old, probably I'm guessing 7, 8 years old, something like that. Been a tremendous fan of the Wizard of Oz, and I've seen it many, many, many times in all stages of my life. And now I got to see it in this immersive sphere where they're playing it in 360. It's AI enhanced. The production is just absolutely unbelievable. It's still the Wizard of Oz. It's the same show. They edited some out, but it's the Wizard of Oz. It's the same thing that you would have seen on TV, when you were a little kid. Same thing. It was. I can't tell you how much it meant to me and how unbelievable it was. And yes, since we're at Microdose U here, I can say to you that yes, I definitely microdosed before the show, and it was absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So of course I had this idea. Let's see, Eric says, I remember watching Wizard of Oz, black and white. Yeah, exactly. And I'm old too, Eric. And I remember probably when I was around, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, first time in our little basement, little black and white TV, all crowded around, and then probably eating TV dinner. And then it progressed to when we could afford a color TV later on, watch it in color. And then, now it's many, many, many years later, many decades later for me. But tell me what you think about this. You know where I'm going with this, guy. You know exactly where I'm going. And I've got this idea. And I'm going to throw it out there. And if somebody takes me up on it, it would be great. If no one takes me up on it, I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing. It's okay. A Philco TV. We had like a GE. I don't know, Philco, Panasonic in later years. And I don't even remember. Maybe like the first one was Philco. I don't even remember because I was like 6 or 7 or 8. I never really looked at the brand. I didn't know. I just know it was like a little black and white TV. That's all I knew. Philco, I remember that. So my idea is somebody pays me. I've got an idea in mind. I've got an amount in mind, but I'm not going to talk about the money here. If you want to do this, you'll do it regardless of the money. And somebody pays me. I take care of everything. You meet me in Las Vegas. I take care of securing the tickets for the show, and I take care of securing. We'll do like a lunch and a dinner reservation somewhere really cool. And you spend basically the day with me. You spend the day with me. We talk about anything you want. We do anything you want. And then we end the evening with the Wizard of Oz. We go to the Wizard of Oz together. If you want to dose, that's fine with me. It's not a requirement at all. We can do anything we want. And then after the Wizard of Oz, when it's over, we go out for a post Wizard of Oz meal. I've got this favorite authentic Chinese restaurant that I would take you to it is like the perfect place to go to after the Wizard of Oz. Trust me on this. Trust me. And we just hang out together. This is my idea. Again, I think it would be awesome for the right person, and I would have to talk to the person ahead of time and make sure that we're a fit, because neither of us would want to hang out with somebody and once we get together, we're saying, "Oh my God, we don't really resonate. We don't vibrate." This is a horrible 8 hours. No, nobody wants to do that. And I don't want to take your money for that. I wouldn't want to take your money for that. But if the energy, the frequency, the vibrations are right, and we want to hang out together in Vegas for a full day, and talk about anything we want, nothing off base, and then experience the Wizard of Oz together, and then go out for the Chinese or anything, but I recommend this Chinese place. I'd recommend it. Then it could be the most awesome experience ever. I heard this other guy do. I just thought it came to my mind like right away. Like, okay, forget the San Diego Zoo. I'm not like a zoo person, and I could drive to Las Vegas where I live, and I'll meet there. However, wherever you are, you're responsible for getting there. You're responsible for getting there and staying, in a hotel. But other than that, I'll design the day, and it'll be an awesome. And we'll hang together, and we can just hang and talk about anything, and it would be awesome. I had to lay down. It came on so fast. Craziest geometric visuals I've seen and hallucinations with eyes. Went in the shower and really wanted to go outside to have a better trip. Oh, when did this happen? I had to lay down. Craziest geometrical visuals I have seen and hallucinations with eyes open. I went in the shower and I really went, wow, Paul, are you okay? Are you all right? Wow. Okay, I hope it was all good. Anyway, that's my Wizard of Oz idea. I will guarantee to the right person that it would be an awesome experience. Not that I'm any kind of superstar, but I will guarantee that I'd be fun to hang with, and we could talk about anything. Finally got on my bike. I had to get off the path because I knew I would burst out laughing at this woman. Oh God. I don't know when this took place, but okay. I mean, wow. I hope it was okay. Anyway, that was my idea. Idea done. Anybody have comments, questions, stories? Paul just told a story. That was a good one. Paul, I hope you're all right. Hope you're okay, brother. You think you're fine because you're here with us now, so I think you're fine, right? You're okay. Later, I was coming up to a man walking away from me, and for a split second, I saw the front of him like he was facing me, his face, as I had imagined. This is some kind of trip. Eric, for the right person, and again, you know me, zero pressure. It will only happen if it's right. And I'm not forcing anything because the last thing I want to do is force somebody to do something like this, and we all have a bad time. That won't happen. It's got to feel right. It's got to be the right person. And maybe two people I would consider, but they have to like be a couple or know each other. I mean, it can't be two people that don't know, the two random people. No, this is not like a meetup like that. No, I prefer one-on-one. I really prefer one-on-one, but I could be talked into a couple, maybe I could be talked into a couple, but prefer one, two at the most. But again, they've got to be in some type of close relationship, couple, close friends, something like that. Oh, chocolate bar with synthetic mushrooms. Be careful with that stuff, guys. Oh, be careful. I've got vetted sources right on my Patreon page, and there won't be any of this mess with not sure what you're getting. Oh my God, please be careful. I don't want to see any of my YouTube family here. I don't want to see any of you getting in. I don't want to see any of you getting in any kind of trouble like that. Please. Blue meanies, but but you don't know because you said it might have contained synthetic. So we don't even know what it was. So I'll be careful. I mean, Eric, it sounds to me like he ate it. It sounds to me like he ate much more than a gram. A gram wouldn't do that. Gram generally wouldn't do that. If I had to guess, if I had to totally guess, 3 grams or more. That's just a guess, but hmm. It's funny. So, Eric, I know you're asking Paul this. I guess you're asking that question to Paul. However, the chocolate bars that I get, they taste like chocolate. They taste pretty darn good, and I can't really detect. And they trust me, they work. They trust me, they are really good. They work, but I can't really detect the mushrooms in them. They taste like really good chocolate to me. They almost taste like gourmet chocolate, I would say. So I don't think you have to taste the mushrooms to be for them to be good. Oh, question to both. So yeah, so I would say mine, the where I get them, they taste like really good chocolate, I would say. I could eat a lot of them all, but of course I won't do that because I know the consequences, but um, they taste good. They taste really good. From the from that live meeting we did Sunday evening when I just came on and said like I'm alone or something like that, and I didn't expect anything. It was a Sunday evening. We had over like 100 people watch that in the replay, so that's people were somewhat interested in that. That was pretty cool, I thought. Well, it sounds like you were Paul. You were on some kind of a trip for sure, for sure. I don't know what was in that, but pieces of mushroom, maybe and cheaper since I don't know. I would just be okay. When I eat my chocolate bars, I want to know what's in there. I want to know. I don't want to take any guesses, and that's why I've got trusted sources that I go to because I know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and I know what they're doing, and I know there's no junk filler, synthetic weird stuff. I just know that. Wow, Paul, that's insane. I'm glad you're okay though, my friend. I'm glad you're all right. That's the most important thing. But be careful next time. Know what you're taking and know how much. Please, unless you want me, if that's your goal to have a trip like that, then it's okay. But please just be careful. Oh man. Anyway, so what I was saying was chocolate pairs well. The ancient Aztecs ate mushrooms with chocolate. Oh, I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Chocolate does pair very well with mushrooms for sure, for sure. Anyway, what I was saying was that I had a lot of fun with you guys on Sunday evening, unannounced, but a bunch of you were there, and then a lot of people watched the replay afterwards, which was satisfying because I know that we spoke for about an hour, and it was fun. And then some people enjoyed it on the replay. I can't ask for anything more than that. Like we talked about Sunday night. I mean, I don't want like 1,000 people to be on these live because again, see this text thread that goes by. We can all read everything, right? But if there are so many people and the messaging is going so fast, like for example, I'll use Eric Info Warrior is Eric. I'll use him as the example. He's here almost every time, and let's face it, Eric has a lot of great comments. I always see everything, and same thing with Paul and all you guys. I like reading them, but if it got to the point where we've got so many people and the comments are going so quickly, I couldn't see anything, and then people, my favorite people here, you get buried and we never get to talk to you. That's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for: a close family where we feel we know each other, we can share stories with each other, and I welcome new people, but I don't want 1,000 names going down the scrolling thing because yeah, it would be fun. It would be, man, I feel like a rock star, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for real people, real communication, real information, real education, real help. And with that many people, I don't know how you can help people because when the thing's scrolling so fast, you can't see half the questions. And then if I try to answer something, it'll be gone so fast I won't be able to even get back to that person. And it's just so I really do feel humbled by even a small number of people that join me on these lives, and then 100 some people watching afterwards is it's totally, that's the sweet, for me, that's the sweet spot. I don't need to be one of these internet gurus who's got like, 1 million followers, but I've got on this channel, I'm closing in on 10,000 subscribers, which is, that's come with a lot of work. Now, they don't all watch the brand new videos. If you go back and see, a lot of my older videos get a ton of traction because of the algorithm, maybe, and the newer ones don't get as much. But the newer ones at some point will be older ones. Now, I hope this makes sense. The newer ones will be old when the new ones are coming out, and the new ones are new. These new ones will be old. Does that make sense? And then they'll be more visited, maybe. But as long as I have you guys, I'm not counting. I'm not here to count. Let's see. It was a 2 gram. Okay, that's a little less than I thought. 2 gram dose. Good for having a night. Yeah, 2 gram dose, and then you got more than you bargained for. But I'm glad you're okay, Paul. We're all rooting for you. You know that. I'm glad you're okay from that trip. 2 grams. I mean, it's not a really large amount, but it certainly did a number on you there. It sounds like. Okay, what do we have going now? What else is going with you guys? Been on for about 20 minutes. I already talked about the shooting 30 minutes from my house here today. Very, very sad. I talked about my Wizard of Oz idea. Talked about the possibility of hanging out with somebody at the Wizard of Oz, which would be a dream come true for me. I start seeing geometric patterns and fractals at 1 gram. Really, 1 gram. Maybe at 1 gram, maybe at 1 gram, I could see closed eye visuals, closed eye. But I don't think open eye. I don't think I would see open eye visuals at 1 gram. I don't think generally. But if you do 1 gram of magic mushrooms, and then you do a little bit of cannabis after that, like let's say even 10 milligrams of a gummy or something like that, you will absolutely have closed eye visuals. I can. Well, everybody's different, so I can't. I was going to say I promise you that, but everybody is different, so I can't promise that. I mean, look, some people would have that on a lot less. So, Eric, I thought you were more of a microdoser than a 1 gram. I thought, but I guess you're saying like if you were to do 1 gram, you would have that. The more 4 grams taking blue meanies, whole mushrooms, crazy trip too. But something about this chocolate. But wow. I wonder if we'll ever have the answer, Paul. I mean, I wonder if we'll know like what it was. You think it might have been the synthetic something in there combined with the blue meanies, maybe? You think it might have been that combo? I don't know, because you've done 4 grams. And 4 grams, we said it was a crazy trip, but was it good? A good crazy? I'm thinking when you say crazy trip too, I'm thinking good. I'm thinking. Were you functional at 4 grams? Were you totally functional? I'm just staring over at the comments and looking at the order. Now, I wonder who's number 1, because Eric is number 2, Paul's number 3. So where's number? Oh, wait, Eric was number 1. I don't know how they do this, because Eric was number 1, PBS was number 2, Paul was number 3, but now they got Eric moved into number. I don't know how they do this. I don't know how that. I mean, not that it matters, but blue meanies they're more visual. Oh, okay. So maybe I need to try some blue meanies at some point. I don't think I've used blue meanies. So on the beach, I did have to stay there because I couldn't leave till it was done. The trees were nice to look at. The water turned a nice. Wow. Sounds awesome to me. That sounds like a good setting on the beach. Paul, you're doing it. You're definitely sharing some good stuff with us. Wow. Okay. What else? Anything else? I'm gonna probably leave you on a little bit, but anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything? I'm open for anything in the next few minutes. Then I'm gonna probably end the live. I had a shitty night 2 nights ago. I had a shitty night's sleep, and I'm still paying for it. I don't know, and I don't even. Oh, I think I know why it was bad because I usually sleep pretty well these days. But 2 days ago, I had my annual. I say once a year, I get these steroid shots in my knees because my knees are. They're old and they're bad, but after I get them, they're pretty good for like close to a year, and I can do like any kind of athletics or any. But since when I got the steroid shots that day, I couldn't sleep that night, and I did some research, and my Chat GPT was also telling me that it absolutely could be steroids could prevent good night's sleep. So for maybe up to 2 nights. So it was really bad. I just couldn't sleep. So I'm paying for it now. I'm dragging a little bit now, unfortunately. Blue meanies have more tryptamine related to psilocybin. Oh, okay. Well, blue meanies sound like they've got it going. Wow. I wish there was less people on this small beach because it may have been obvious I was tripping. I don't know if people really knew. I was I was wading in the water a bit and may not have realized how close I was to people. But they're not paying attention, Paul. Don't even worry about that. They're not paying attention. And a lot of times if we're using psychedelics or even cannabis, we think other people notice, but they really don't. They really don't. The small beach appeared to be many times the length than it is. I've been back. Can you share with us where this beach was? Like what beach? Where was this? What beach was this? It appeared to be many times the length than it really is. Where? I want to know where this was. I want to go there. I want to go there. Oh, that's funny. You've been back, and it was small when you went back. Black Beach in Gatineau Park. Gatineau Park. Okay, not sure where that is. You have to point me in that direction for sure. It doesn't sound like it's around here. It doesn't sound like it's around Utah. We have beaches here, guys. We have beautiful, believe it or not, we have beautiful water, which sometimes brings beautiful beaches. Okay, Quebec. Wait, I can't remember. Quebec. We went over this last time. The pronunciation is Quebec. Is it the right pronunciation? Quebec. I'm so sorry, I forgot. But I know it's not Quebec. Like we Americans say Quebec. I know it's not that. I think Quebec. 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 Okay, yeah, Quebec. Okay, thank you. I got to get up there sometime. I know it's beautiful. I know. I just haven't been there. I know. I want to get up there. Paul, when I get up there, I'll say hi to you for sure. Quebec. I got to remember that. I know. Yeah. When I was younger, a friend of mine. Oh, I know it's not Quebec, but a friend of mine used to call it Quebec. Does anybody actually call it Q? He said, "Oh, we're going to Quebec." Quebec. I'm thinking, I don't think that's the right pronunciation, but I didn't say anything to him. Does anybody call it like? No locals call it Quebec, right? There's no chance of that. No chance. Probably get kicked out of Quebec if you called it Quebec or Quebec. Okay, that makes sense. Also, Quebec or Quebec, not Quebec. Quebec sounds like too much like Cuba anyway. Well, I'm going to Quebec. O'Brien Beach on Lac Meach. I remember how far the lake guard looked away. That's great. Oh man, that's great. Oh man. That's a great story, Paul. Seriously, great story. When you go back and visit something and it's not the way you thought it was because you were like on drugs or something. I go back and visit things even from my childhood that and not have nothing to do with drugs, nothing, but they appear so much smaller than I thought they were when I was like a little kid. You know, when you're a little kid, you think things are like vast, enormous, but then you go back and wait, that's it. That's what I used to think was big. It's weird. Yep, Eric. Right. Exactly. Oh man. Okay, guys, this has been fun. Fun with a capital F. So I'm going to leave you all. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your evening, because a bunch of you are on the East Coast, Eastern time zone. So thanks for taking time out of your evening and hanging with me. It's always a blast hanging with you guys. And for all of you that are watching the replay, I appreciate you, but come join us live sometime. We can call you out and make fun of you and everything. Oh, you're welcome. Paul, I'm glad you called it. So I'm glad you were here. Eric's always here. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Eric, you are very welcome. And Eric, I want to thank you. You deserve my thanks for being on 90%, at least 90% of our live streams here. I want to thank you. You bring a lot of good energy here, and I really do appreciate you a lot. But I appreciate everybody. Paul, Eric, PBS. Is it PBS that was here? I think he's gone. And anybody watching the replay, love you all. Love you all. I don't discriminate my love. I love you all. Talk to you next time. Thank you so much for being here. We will, I promise, we'll do this again sometime sooner rather than later. See you later.